Hi guys, it's Angie here from Mostly Maple, and I'm so excited to be back and doing my first video since my holiday gift guide back in December. I had said then that I did want to branch out and start doing a new medium, YouTube videos, but I wasn't quite sure of what content I wanted to put out. I wanted to make sure that whatever content I did put out, that it was consistent. So I decided that every Tuesday I wanted to put out a little segment called Mostly Maple's Shoesday Tuesday. Sounds simple enough. It's right in the name. Every Tuesday I'm going to be talking about a new shoe that I just absolutely love. And I wanted to start out doing this week with the espadrille, the perfect shoe for the summer. Now the first one I want to show you guys is my personal favorite, and that's the Chanel espadrille. You've probably seen it before, it's pretty popular. I have the classic colors of the ivory and the black, and in the canvas. I do love the leather ones, but they are very hard to find. These were hard enough to find as it was. But this is pretty much the classic shape of the espadrille. The slip-in with the thicker sole and the ropes on the bottom, just like that. And of course, if you can't afford the Chanel's, there are so many different companies that put out this type of style of shoe in this color, in canvas, in leather, in other materials, probably even velvet. Velvet's pretty big. I don't know if velvet would necessarily be considered an espadrille, but who knows. But this is pretty much the classic shape, and I know in particular that Tory Burch has an espadrille that is the exact colors of this, but instead of having the Chanel symbol up here, it has the little Tory Burch symbol right on the tippy toe. So here we have it. This is the first one, and it's pretty much the classic espadrille. You have ones that are similar like this that have a bit of a thicker heel, and that's sole, and that's pretty common too, but this is pretty much the classic one. Then you have these gorgeous espadrilles, which are the lace-up sneaker espadrilles. And these come in a fun little print. I got these from H&M, and they have little flamingos on them. I can't get enough of these. These are so cute. Now, the lace up of the actual laces is more of an aesthetic because the espadrille is still the slip-in. Just like that. You don't need it. It's not like a sneaker where you have to lace up the laces in order to keep the shoe on your foot. It's more there for an added decoration. It's still pretty much a slip-in, but spruced up a little bit to kind of give it more of that sneaker aesthetic. And it's extremely lightweight. That's what makes these shoes so great for summer and why I particularly love them. I hate being hot, and I particularly hate when my feet are hot, because when your feet are hot, you're hot. It's why you'll see in offices a lot of the time fans underneath people's desks, because once your feet are cool, then the rest of your body cools. So when you keep your feet cool in the summer, then you can pretty much keep the rest of yourself cool. And the espadrille really is the shoe to do this. And I've got to say, this shoe in particular, it's not a bad quality. I'm not saying this in a bad way, but it is so lightweight. I mean, it's like nothing. It's like air in my hands. And I gotta tell you something. I'm Italian, and my shoes usually double as a weapon. Yes, they're supposed to house my feet, but I'm also supposed to be able to take them off and slap someone upside the head with them. But I can't hurt someone with these. They're not doing its job. That's how lightweight they are. But they will keep your feet cool. And the other thing about feet in the summertime is that you don't wear socks with these. So in order to keep your feet from getting all sweaty and your shoes from swelling, what I like to do is to put powder inside my shoes. Particularly, my personal favorite is Johnson & Johnson lavender scented baby powder. You just pour a little inside your shoe and it keeps your feet nice and dry, and like I said, stops your shoes from smelling and getting all grimy and nasty, because honestly, nobody wants that. Now the last shoe that I have here is the heeled espadrille. And this is a pretty classic shape for a heeled espadrille. It's got the wedge and the classic silhouette of the lace up at the ankle, and then these tie up their long laces that go all the way up the leg and tie around like this. You can tie a little bow in the front or in the back, and it's got a little bow in the front by the feet, little peep toe, and these are super comfortable. They're lightweight, again, like the other ones, and as I said, just the pretty much the classic shape of the heeled espadrille. Now, with all these different types of shoes, all these different shapes, we've got the heel, the classic slip-on, and the sneaker espadrille. What exactly is an espadrille? My husband actually pointed that out, because the first time I put these on and I was talking about them and I said, oh, I love these shoes, I love these espadrilles, I love a good espadrille. My husband said, what the hell is an espadrille? And I'm like, it's a shoe. It's a flat, most of the time a flat shoe, and, it has the rope. Well, sometimes it has the rope. And that's the thing. It was kind of hard to explain. But to put it in the simplest terms, an espadrille is really all in the sole. And not to be deep or anything, I don't mean S-O-U-L. I mean S-O-L-E, the sole. It's the look. It's just the look. It's all that it is. It isn't any deeper than that. I mean, some sites will tell you that it has to be a flat, or it has to be made out of canvas, or that it is a heel with a lace up. Some people consider these an espadrille and not these, or, vice versa. But these are, in fact, both espadrilles, as are the sneaker ones, and what makes them the same is the heel, the sole of the shoe. That's all it is. That's all that makes an espadrille an espadrille. It's the sole. When the sole looks like this, that's what makes an espadrille an espadrille. So that concludes today's edition of Mostly Maple's first Shoesday Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it inspired you to go out and get some espadrilles for yourself. Of course, it doesn't have to be the exact brands, and we now know that all that makes an espadrille is the look of the sole. So go out, and if it looks like an espadrille and walks like an espadrille, then you know it's an espadrille. Pretty easy to find. And please be sure to look up the blog post where I'll be posting this video up on mostlymaple.com. Don't forget to subscribe there with your email address. You can also follow me and my blog on bloglovin.com under Mostly Maple. And please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and also on my Instagram page at mostly_maple. And I hope you enjoy these videos, and will enjoy next week's Shoesday Tuesday. This is my little Oliver and me saying good night. And to remind you that shoes were made for walking. So get ready, girls. Start walking.